was still alive. I was then invited to come and speak on behalf of our last hope. Remember that time our last hope was four. And I went there and speak. But I said to Tivito, I've seen many leaders being eliminated. And I can see you are a very powerful leader. But you must be careful of your surrounding. I don't trust your surrounding. Because at that time, there were rumors that some of his friends were going around doing having meetings at night, speaking about the way Tivito is radical and is not going to assist them, and Tivito must be eliminated. And now you know the bodyguard and the other one was following us with my party.
How many bodyguards did you have on that day?
I had 2.
Okay.
Yeah. Then on our way, hey man, I thought it was like cricket or someone was playing cricket. I hear to say, hey, what's going on here? Then they shot my driver down.
On the hand.
Well, by the grace of God, we survived. Now, who's behind this thing? I've mentioned it before.
It is one of those best days, it is one of those magnificent days that we are gathered today here with one of the prominent leaders in our community, with one of the greatest leaders that has led one of the biggest parties that we know. But right now, ladies and gentlemen, starting off with one of the promising party that is willing to deliver the promises and willing to cherish the community of Delmas. Ladies and gentlemen, today I'm not walking alone, I'm walking with the president and the beauty president of our last poll. Ladies and gentlemen, let's start by welcoming both of them, and I want just to share briefly. Most of people bangashuti no minamazi president last poll, minanyazi the president last poll. Briefly, just 1 second, just to brief yourself, Ubani president last poll, Ubani deputy president last poll.
Kaya Setune grew up in the Dutch street of Delmas, who was once worked as a traffic officer in the Italian municipality. And later I was fortunate to be deployed by the Italian ANC as the speaker of the Italian municipality. And I'm one leader that subscribed to believe in socialism and Pan-Africanism.
Wow, one of the greatest leaders.
I believe in Africa must unite.
Africa should unite.
Yes, Africa should unite. And it doesn't mean when we say Africa should unite, the foreigners must come in our countries, foreigners must come in our country and take our economy.
Yes.
Like that we are not doing, we don't subscribe.
We only subscribe to equality, unity, perseverance, and everything. Okay, that's one of the great. The press!
Yeah.
You look young, first of all. Like, how do you feel to be this young and he looks young, by the way? How does it feel to be on that shape?
Well, I'm very young. But I'm shaking them proper, shaking everything.
They're shaking.
Having sleepless nights. Well, my name is Mara Fajware. I also grew up in the district of Itakai. Grew up through the realms of politics all my life. And today we're here. Basically, we are trying to change the lives of the currently disadvantaged, because we don't believe in previous disadvantage, because a black child is still impoverished. And also, just like the president, I also believe in Pan-Africanism. Well, but the legalities of that is also paramount as well. So this, in a nutshell, that is Management, the radical one.
Yes. Definitely. So I understand now why they have deployed you to become a president. You're very loud, you're very clear, and you're very dedicated into what you are saying. And you're very clear, by the way. And that on its own, it's just a simple blessing. Coming back to you, President. Without wasting any time, I want us to get to real stuff right now. There's a circulating video on social medias about the opposition party that is contesting also right now, saying a lot of things. I want you, as the president of Last Hope today, to clarify please on that video. Say, what's your take on that video? How do you feel about it? What does it insinuate to you?
Well, I saw the video, and maybe I must give background based on that.
Yes.
Well, one day I was with my wife and my kids, and my son it was a sport day in school. They were playing somewhere in Coast. He's a promising soccer star.
Alright.
Now I went to watch my son.
Yes.
On my way back, I saw a call. Someone was calling me. Those numbers I didn't have any numbers in there.
Yes.
But
You
when
were
you check
surprised.
it on your Truecaller,
Yes.
it says Tabomuka. I told my wife,
You are surprised. This person
this
calling
person
you.
is calling me after a very long time. We don't speak to each other. What's going on?
Yes.
I took his call and he said to me, my brother, please, man, don't be harsh on me. Just listen to me. I said, no, you can speak. And he said to me, no, man, I want to see you. I want us to engage on some of the issues. Are you fine if we can speak now? I said, no. You can talk now. I said, no. I'm busy now. But my phone value, I forgot my charger in the house. Then I said, no, we'll talk some days. Then I told my wife, this man is calling.
Yeah, and you are even surprised.
I've been surprised. My wife
it's such
said,
a long time.
I just wondered.
Yes.
What is up to? What is he up to? I said that you know that boy.
Yeah.
He's working like a snake.
Yes.
Once you find a snake there in the cold, you take it to the next to the heat, then it turns against you. Now it happens. Then we find each other. We met somewhere at Spare.
Yes.
We iron out issues.
Yes.
And a lot of issues. We had a lot of issues.
Yes.
If those of you will remember, by the year 2023, from 2021 until 2024, there were some issues that we had.
Yes. There were a lot of issues, a lot of rumors that were circulating about you two having collision and everything. Those were enough. Yes.
Then we said, no man, there's a problem here in this town.
Yes.
The way the town it's so divided, it's going to be difficult for us to attract investors.
Yes.
Then we said, no, if it's like that, I don't have a problem of working with you.
Yes.
Hey, I can tell you now, most of my comrades were very angry at me.
Yes.
Some of them very
calling sell out.
Yeah, they
how could you?
How could you?
After all,
this man is causing problems for this town. Some will say, this man is
the main purpose of the problems that we have here.
Yeah, today people are unemployed. He's the one who's causing. No.
Yes.
I think he has changed.
Yes.
Let's give him a chance. Yes. Including deputy president.
Oh, deputy. You were suspicious.
It took us a lot of time to convince him.
Yes.
But I tried to convince him. No, this man is coming again. He's going to gatekeep. Business people are not going to get opportunity to lose. But this man, I remember his exact words.
Yes.
Deputy president. This man, he's the one, man. We suspect he's the one who's going around killing people.
Yes.
Why do you say that? No, Begala press. Why all the time when there's someone who disagree with this man, that man
2 minutes
at the
later,
stage,
it's gone.
It's gone. It's like I'm asking you now, who shot you? I said, no man, mine at least. I had private investigators
to deal with your case and everything.
Now we then agreed, let's form LD so that LD will unite all the people. From all these factions.
From the factions.
Yeah,
just
all
to
these
build
factions,
one faction.
so that we can have one faction. Then, in terms of the LED strategy, the chairperson of that forum becomes the mayor.
Yes.
I was then seconded by Big Business to be the deputy chairperson. But then my role as a deputy chairperson becomes more important than of the mayor, because I must deal with day-to-day running of the elite. Then I was dealing with those things. Now I had to stabilize the town.
Yes.
I had to try with now the town.
By that time, on which political party were you?
No,
in?
I was
still on the.
Remember, we formed our last hope 2020.
2021.
No, 2023.
Okay.
Yeah, 2023.
Yes.
Remember, we contested 2021 with AFPP.
Yes.
I will explain with what happened.
Yes, what happened on that
The
one.
deputy president will explain.
Yes.
Then we contested 2020. We didn't contest, but we supported EFF on general election on 2024.
Okay.
But when we contested on by-elections, we were contesting on independent candidate.
Yes.
But that independent candidate, some people, because we had the resources, we had big posters, they thought we have registered as a political
party. As we are coming as an independent political
because we're using a motto 80, our last hope.
Yes.
But after that, we decided to go and form a political party. This one that you see, that is government in waiting, our last hope.
Yes.
Then we met. I was genuine. Honestly, I was genuinely in dealing with the boy.
Yes.
I raised the boy.
Yes. It was fair enough to say,
it was fair
let's
enough,
have a conversation. Let's try to find a common ground.
He came to me and sold the idea of Delmas first to the elite. Manda will remember.
Yes.
And when he brought that idea of selling the Delmas first, the idea was convincing.
Very clear. I could sense it from far, because in politics you learn to start in reading people.
Yes.
Of how they are coming to approach a certain situations.
Yes.
When I learned of that what was it, the reconciliation and all of
everything.
That process, I could see that this one is genuine, this one is coming with sinister things.
Okay.
But because we were at war for so many years, at some point we agreed that at some point we need peace.
Yeah, we need peace.
So that we can have a clear mind and start thinking again. So that's when I started to agree. I said, no, you can do your stuff, but Mina, I won't be 100% there. I'll be 20% there. 80% of mine, I'll spend it with our last hope.
Our last hope.
Yes, that was the agreement between me and the president. Yeah, that's how we dealt with it. Yeah.
So with all of that, President, now continuing with the story of it, now you have seen the changes and you are noticing a lot of things that are happening on that Delmas Fest, and you are now starting to realize with it. No, I think I did make a mistake by going back here. How was your response? And what was it that made you more frustrated about the whole entire thing?
Well, let's start here.
Yes.
If I forgive you, doesn't mean I'm scared of you. Forgiveness doesn't mean cowardness. And sometimes you forgive people because you want peace. Peace is very important. But what was frustrating me a lot, as and when there are opportunities in the mines, they will want to place people from Delmas first. This one must be given a priority. Now, people who don't subscribe to that thing are no longer given an opportunity to work to do business. And those who are looking for employment, they must fire through a certain individual and ask for ILO. It means if you are not subscribing to the cartel, to the criminal syndicate, you are not considered. I then realize with Delmas people are not going to this thing. It's not for
it's not for the community. It's for the specific people.
Now they then take advantage, since I didn't notice they are viewers me. I didn't notice that they are taking videos and doing or recording everything.
Yes.
And they wanted to use it in future. This one we must make sure wherever I go, whenever he speaks speak good about the Delmas Fest, then you must record it. That is why today they are bringing those recordings.
So
but
when was these recordings recorded specifically? When you guys were still okay, where you didn't notice everything wrong?
The last one that I'm on the pulpit, I remember it was in the church. There was this pastor. There's a new church there in Extension 1, but that church was opened around 2024 at Bazani Primary School. I remember we were both there. The leader of the cartel called Delmas First and myself. It was those videos. They were taken long time ago. 2024. Remember 2025.
And up until now, it's such a long time.
And now they are trying to use those videos to. I think they are embarrassing me. There's no embarrassment. What is good? I was genuine about what I was talking about, and the person that I was dealing with was not genuine. And it's just unfortunately I cannot go to his heart and say you must begin to do things genuine, but. Those who are close to him, who are busy securitying these videos, I'm just warning them, they must be worried about their relationship with this man. Because if he's doing to me, what will stop him from not doing?
Yes,
to
it will be something else.
I mean, you won't stop doing it from against
yes.
them one day.
At some point.
At some point. Yeah.
So you, Deputy President, now you are standing here, you are on your home. I take it that you are relaxed and everything. Out of nowhere, out of the blue, you find this circulating video of your president complimenting other president, while also on the meetings briefing, your president is saying something different about the other president. What was the confusion in towards you, and how did you take it?
Let me clarify you that there's no president there, there's no political party that is registered.
So it's not registered.
That thing is not registered.
Yeah.
Check on IEC.
Yeah.
Look,
IEC will tell you what to do.
Maybe if I can specify on that video, nah?
Yeah.
You see, we all come from different backgrounds and have different history.
Yes.
Now, for someone to go and play a video of Julius Malema 2008, when he was the president of the ANC Youth League, saying he will die, his blood is black, green, and gold, and he will die in ANC. Today, Julius is an AFF president. So you can't utilize such things. It's nonsensical, because I've also got videos where I'm still in the ANC Youth League.
Yes.
So you're going to pull those videos as well and say,
come back
ANC.
Again, now it's ANC and everything.
It's insanity. You can't do that. So, but now they are just trying to. Basically, what they're doing is theft.
Yeah,
it's theft basically, because they are trying to get Abantabanga understanding politics.
Yes.
So that it looks like Kaya endorses their
president.
And if you can look at
it's part of the propaganda.
Yeah, it's a propaganda machinery. And if you look at their logo,
yes,
the logo is a gangster. Look at it, to 26. If you go to a criminal syndicate, I'm at 26. Go look at their logo.
Yes.
You saw, it's 2 by 26. If you've been around gangsters and you know what to 2 no sigis, but Palmis at their side. That is their logo. It tells you about the criminality within that system. Yeah, you understand. But that video, it's nothing. It's an old video which is being utilized to discredit the and it won't work. Because people abantu abasafana nakudala. Remember, ANC used to buy you ngama blanket, ngama fruit parcel, ngama fika election bakunikeza ama 200. People are clever now.
Yes.
They want permanent empowerment. So if you come in with this little propaganda, it won't work. It won't fly. But they can try it. I don't give them any chance. But I must state, they are saying, even the ANC had a meeting last week.
Yes.
The ANC. The only thing they were complaining about was our soap. When someone raised that gangster part, they said, leave the thing. The problem is there, the green one.
Yes.
So we are comfortable, we are sitting, the numbers are coming in very well. Look, for the past 2 weeks, I think we've been registering about 300 people every week, every day. I'm sorry, every day for the past 2 weeks. So whatever they do, they can bring another video of Kaya. Kaya's got many videos on social media. They can bring another one. It won't suffice because people have woken up. And money won't help you in order gaining votes anymore.
Yes, at some point. So now, with that being said, being clarified, and a lot of confusion to a lot of people that have been watching the circulating videos of the oppositional parties. Now, my question here now, it's very, very simple. What is it that the last hope want to change in our society? You know, here's the thing. A lot of people tend to understand politics in a different dynamics and saying that it's only a matter of words and everything. But what is it that is so unique that the last hope is trying to build and is trying to deliver to the society? Straight to you, the beauty president, before we come to the press.
Number one is to build a stable government.
Yes.
That's the first thing. You attack things like Eskom and Red Water.
Yes.
You make sure those things are up to date, especially your payments. Number two, you look at the workforce of the municipality. If you can drive past the workshop there, you drive there at 10 o'clock, you see people sitting on the grass there.
Yes.
That means you've got people who you are paying as a municipality who are rendering no services to the people. Now you stabilize that. Number two, you see, they are saying that service delivery comes first. Service delivery is not an issue. The issue is political will. Number one, you empower your people. Now you cannot expect a municipality to do service delivery while people are unemployed.
Yes.
Because when people are employed, they are able to pay their rates and taxes. Now the municipality generates money. That's where service delivery comes in. So you can't just go and attack service delivery. You can't have a house that is poor, the fridges are empty, the cupboards are empty, but the street does not have a pothole.
Yes.
What are those people going to eat? That street. It's impossible. So you must be objective in your thinking and also think outside of the box. You see these halapaloos, LT forums, the factions and all these things.
you must be able to control those things and put them in one environment.
Yes.
So that you don't have stoppages across Delmas.
Yes.
Why do you do that? So that you can be able to attract our investors.
Yes.
People must not fear with it. When I want to bring 1 billion rand,
yes. Lot of
my
things
business is
will be
going to be
affected.
stopped.
Yes.
So you create a stability.
Yes.
Another thing, you take the drugs off the street.
Yes.
You see, drugs are a huge issue, Delmas.
Yes. Yes.
And people don't understand it. They try to kill his legacy. He was supposed to have 14 traffic officers.
Yes.
We actually converted them and trained them in metropolis because we didn't want traffic wardens. We wanted law enforcement.
Yes.
So we tried 40. But because of hatred and arrogance,
Yes.
they fired all of those 40 children and they had their friends. I'm watching them. I've got some of them on photos and videos. I'm just waiting to collect the evidence and then take it. Then you take those people, law informants, you go and clean those drugs. Because I'm at drugs number one.
Yes.
It creates a problem and financial arrangement is going down. So you cannot have such a situation. But the press will explain maybe further how you want to take this down and how we hope to do it.
Now, Press, before you answer that question, I want us to go back again a little bit. There are things that I want the President today to clarify so that it will make much more sense to the audience and to everybody who's willing to put their vote on last vote. President, you were once in ANC. That's very, very, very important into this whole campaign, I guess, because I believe that a lot of parties will always come back to that. You were once in ANC by your time as I don't know, as Somlo, they call it like that today. Yes. So what happened? Why did you decide to get out on ANC? Were you removed forcefully, or was it through your willingness to get out of ANC?
Well, remember the ANC in 2017, not 2017, 2012, they passed a resolution. I can't remember the conference. Resolution that says there must be any leader of the ANC that is implicated in charge for any criminal. Then that leader must step.
Okay, yes. I remember step aside rule.
Yeah, step aside rule.
Yes.
Now, remember they fabricated stories against you.
Yes.
Now, then I was called by the then secretary, who's now the chairperson of the office, Manta. He called me in the office.
Yes.
Can you explain to us what happened to these cases?
Yes.
Why these cases are not going back? You know it's going to be difficult for these cases to go back. Because this council that I was working with is the one, this council is getting paid from about my own comments, which are not drop in our church. Because they want me to step aside. Now, I went to court, I was charged, I went to court.
Yes.
Now, one day, these ones decided to go and join the AFPP. Remember, AFPP was not formed in Delmas.
Yes.
It was formed somewhere in
Bebe, if I'm not mistaken.
by that person who was brought to expire all of us. And dismiss all of us. Then, in my Award 3, you'll find my name still there. Because they are launching their branches in my garage. They say they go and pay on your behalf unaware because they've got your address, they've got your
everything.
Yeah, they've got everything. That is why you'll find my name still up here. And I'm trying to raise this matter with you so that you don't get confused when they say, yeah, we are still a member of ANC.
Yes.
We are a president. Because what they want to do, they want to confuse voters.
Yes.
And voters love our last hope. They love Kaya. What they want to see change. Change is the order of the day.
Yes.
We are going to do it. Change.
Maybe to add on what the president is saying. The matter of the ANC, we had a discussion with the president. I think it was in 2016.
Yes.
Now, the ANC works on a simple concept.
Yes.
You keep the people in poverty so that you can control them. That's their main mentality.
Yes,
they
yes,
operate
yes,
like
yes.
that.
So one of the greatest codes that I've had today then.
So what happened in 2016? We had a program. It was a radical economic transformation program where we said, to hell with poverty, we are just going to challenge everyone and we're going to get every black child in power.
Yes.
The backdraw that we got from there, from that decision that we took from there, was too heavy. Even the people in the province came down to us and said, hey, this thing of yours is not going to fly. You can't empower these people. They are going to get empowered and run away from the ANC. That's when we had the discussion in the press. Till now we knew before 2021 that we were leaving the ANC in 2016.
So it was very clear.
It was very clear because Nah, I told him in 2016-17 that they are going to fabricate cases against you. They are going to try and eliminate you because they are going to come for you because of this program.
Yeah,
but you must be very vigilant. That's why we were prepared. That's why when they said he was removed, forcibly removed, we were prepared.
You already knew that.
We already knew from way back.
Yes.
So the issue of the ANC and us, even myself, as speaking like this, in what to go there? Even the other one confirmed that I was voting the other day. I said, how do I vote?
Let's give you assignment.
Yes.
If you've got access to ANC stats from what you can find Mandla. Still, yesterday I was speaking to the secretary of Ward 2. He said AIC Ikamalaga Mandla they are still appearing. And Mandla has left the ANC long time ago. You can go check. Ask the secretary. I don't know.
Yes.
I'm not even interested. Sabas no bas the leader. The ANC in the branches. Now you can go ask. You can go check.
They are still using your names.
You're still using our names, but you can go now and check when they go to conferences. They sign on our behalf. Hey, they can forge signatures. They're in the ANC. But very good in forging signatures.
So now, President, I want to go back a little bit for the last time right now. So it happens that at some point you are deputizing the current mayor. So how is the relationship with you and the current mayor right now, and where do you stand? And in those allegations that they were putting on you, was the mayor not involved, the current mayor that we have today?
Well, me and the current executive mayor, we're in good
standing now.
We're in good standing.
Yes.
For now. But all the time when we meet, we differ politically.
Okay.
Because now, you remember, he's
at some point he has to represent
an obvious thing that will happen to any human being. Yes. While I'm a current mayor, then someone is being identified by our last hope to say our next mayor is going to be Gaia, and obviously you will get
yes, at some point.
But when the charges were fabricated against me, remember the mayor was coming today. In fact, he tried to engage the councillor. Who's that councillor? Just that I don't want to mention his name because of the matter is sub judice.
Yes.
Now, he tried to go to the councillor's house and say, man, no, don't do that because we work as a team. We are from the same organization. We can't see one of our own being taken to court. It's not an easy thing to go to court. Those who think they won't go to court, who are going around doing wrong things, killing people, stealing businesses of other people, one day they must wait for their day in court. They will answer in court. Like for example, Ket never told himself, he never knew that one day he will go to court. And Ket was very powerful. He thought his money will work for him. Like this one was stealing others' business. They think they will never find their day in court. Their day is coming in court. Now
this is one of the most sensitive matter I want us to discuss now. The day they tried to kill you, that's the most saddest day for Delmas, to those who believed in you and to those who believe in your leadership and to those who believe that you are one of the greatest leaders here in Delmas. Now I want to understand, Guti, by you sitting here today, after you have recovered, how did you take it and who do you think was behind that and why?
Well, I'm becoming emotional when we speak about
such matter.
Yeah. Well, first and foremost, one must thank the Almighty.
Yes.
It was only God who could save in that situation. It was only God who could save me in that situation. It was a very, very painful situation. But before my shooting, I attended they were doing something there, Putri, by almost every year in 16. When Tivito, the president of Eputri, was still alive. I was then invited to come and speak on behalf of our last hope. Remember that time our last hope was formed. And I went there and speak. But I said to Tivito, I've seen many leaders being eliminated. And I can see you are a very powerful leader. But you must be careful of your surrounding. I don't trust your surrounding. Because at that time, there were rumors that some of his friends were going around having meetings at night, speaking about the way Tivito is radical and is not going to assist them, and Tivito must be eliminated. And now you know them. Who are those? You know, don't mention the Tsikis. And Tsiki is not part of that thing. Tsiki, in fact, he was with Tivito until the end. And this one, Temba Ndlovu. He was with him until the end. That is why when there are events, they attend. But the others now you can see what they have betrayed him. Now I attended one of my friends. His boy was coming from initiation school.
Yes.
But before that, you could sense.
Yeah, there's something wrong.
Yeah, man. And there were serious fights in the town.
Yes.
Around Delmas. Now you could sense, man, something is not good. I went to that ceremony. How he said, Namachita were like
socializing and everything.
Yeah, we're socializing. Then I was with Deputy President.
Yes.
Deputy President, normally when I am going, they want to go with me in my car.
They all want to be
there.
there.
Yeah, I said, no, man. Today, Machita Manga.
Man, I want to go alone.
And I went with my personal bodyguard, and
yes.
the other one was following us with, with my partner.
How many bodyguards did you have on that day?
I had 2.
Okay.
Yeah. Then on our way, hey man, I thought it was like cricket or someone was playing cricket. I heard to say, hey, what's going on here?
Yes.
Then they shot my driver down.
Yes, on the hand.
Well, by the grace of God, we survived. Now, who's behind this thing? I've mentioned before.
Yes.
And I think I must make the critical statement here.
Yes.
The city, we call upon, as our last hope, we call upon the National Commissioner to deploy PKTT in Delmas, because there's a criminal syndicate and there are people who's always being implicated in murdering, in killings of people that differ with him, and of politicians, of business people.
Yes.
Business people were killed, politicians were shot at, and some were killed. Yes. And cases were opened, statements were deposited. Evidence is there. I don't know why police are not arresting this person, because he's always implicated in all the shootings. He's always there.
Who receives that man? Who speaks for that man towards the municipality currently?
It should be the, in terms of umthetho kamasipala.
Yes.
Kumele kube executive mayor.
It should be executive mayor.
Yeah, it should be executive mayor. But they are sleeping on duty. They have abandoned their responsibility. Remember, I must give background on this thing. Yes. When I trained traffic officers, we didn't use municipal money. Yes. We went to mines and asked for the funding.
Yes.
To train a traffic officer, it's not cheap. It's almost 180,000 to train one traffic officer. Yeah. And remember, it was 2019 when it was 2020. They went to college 2020.
Yes.
And all of a sudden, lockdown. Now they had to stay there for more than 2 years.
2 years.
2 years.
Training.
Remember that time during the COVID, everything was on standstill.
Yes.
Now, it should be executive mayor, but because of this cartel,
yes,
the cartel now is taking the money from the mines. And how do they take money from the mines?
Yes,
they go to the mines and say to the mines, no, Tina, we are the ones that are responsible to
building and empower.
To build and empower.
Yes,
they have signed an MOU.
Yes.
With the municipality, memorandum of understanding.
Yes.
To say the municipality must make sure they are recognized by the mines.
Yes, by the mines.
Now the mines, when they are supposed to do their social responsibility, they take this money and put the monies
on the NPO.
On the NPO.
Yes.
Now the
rather
NPO,
than putting it on the government of the municipality.
You can't do that. You must do it on the NPO. Okay. Now we used to do it, we had our own NPO.
Yes.
But the NPO was working very fine.
By that time.
Then when you put that man on an NPO, which is not audited, then they take that money, they pretend as if it's their money. Then they come to the community and say whoever wants to be assisted in terms of developing of funding of his business, then they pretend as if the money comes from their pocket.
But the money comes directly from the mine.
The money comes directly from the mine, and that is why when there are funding, there are projects that are supposed to be funded, and the municipalities advertise we must fund a project. You will find the ones that subscribe to the cartel
Yes.
your LED managers. In the
Yes.
past, it was Pancho. It's
Yes.
now Dennis. Is them will be in the forefront because they are
Yes.
they are responsible to
capable-
run.
responsible
They are
of
for to
them.
running of LED.
Yes.
Then what they will do when they give people lama equipment of
Yes.
they will say this equipment comes from Delmas.
Delmas.
First. And this community, this equipment
Equipment
comes from the municipality. And in the mind of our people they will say, no, this man is assisting us. This
man
leader is
thinks,
assisting.
cares about us
Cares about
genuinely.
no. In fact, we are still busy with the executive committee
Yes.
of ILO. We are going to lay criminal charges.
Yes.
We are going to lay criminal charges, but we are not going to lay criminal charges here in Delmas.
Yes.
Because we have seen here they have captured
The
Delmas
whole
police.
case.
Like Ulo has said it,
Yes.
the crime intelligence boss to Misani Kumar, he has said it in his testimony
Yes.
to say some of the cartels are starting from nationally, and some you'll find them in local municipalities,
Yes.
capturing police, capturing municipalities.
Yes.
And it has proven in our case as Delmas, that is as people of Delmas. That is why we must go and lay criminal charges against them. They must have their day in court
In
and court
court to
answer
remember.
for all their shenanigans.
Yes. Now, Deputy, I want now to wake you up on this one. So now the Delmas First, community of Delmas First, has proven to have a cabinet. So inside that cabinet, surprisingly enough, the cabinet has been dominated by, I can say, 80% of the leaders on that cabinet on Delmas First are in the party called a service delivery party. So I want you to make me understand how does the link from the service delivery party and ANC works, because 20% of the leaders that are there, they are also in ANC leaders, but yet are they going to vote for service delivery party, or are they remaining loyal to ANC, or they are remaining loyal to the municipality? What's the confusion towards that?
Look, I think I've spoken to the press about that thing many a times.
Yes.
The issue is miscalculation and misfiring every
Yes.
time. You cannot have an NGO which you are not going to convert into a political party, be in the forefront.
Yes.
Now, what they do, as I've heard, there was a voice note, by the way, I'll share it with you when I'm done.
Yes.
There was a voice note that when you go to that mine called Tandotech,
Yes.
when you want to go and put your CV in, the first thing they ask you is to sign a formless service delivery part,
Yes.
which is illegal, by the way, because you are breaking a constitutional right, a right to
Yes.
choose any political party, a right to free speech, number one, because now he cannot talk about our last hope or ANC or
Yes.
EFF at work.
Yes.
So their concept is really bad, because Delmas First has already exposed itself as a criminal syndicate. Number
Yes.
one. Now you take that thing and you put it under a political party. Automatically, you are telling me Uguti, that political party is corrupt as it comes. People must be aware and not vote for it coming 2026 elections. Number three, the issue of threatening people to join your party. You see, Tina, we don't threaten people. People are threatened.
Yes.
The other day, my friend posted our last talk. After 2 seconds, he got a call from a Delmas First. Good, why are you posting that thing? Remove that thing. He had to remove it. Why? Because he's doing business
Yes.
on the other side. So his free will is already limited.
Yes.
So he cannot move anywhere unless the boss is that side.
Yes.
When I say it's a criminal cartel, only mafias do like that.
Well,
Mafias, when they don't want you to do something,
how are we going to make sure Uguti, the people that are deployed by EIEC, they are not linked to the ANC or any political party?
Yes.
Can we do a physical verification now? The ANC, the IEC agreed with no. This time around, because we had a lot of issues in the past, we are going to allow political parties that have registered to contest elections to do a physical verification. That's why I'm saying we're not going to allow it. We're not going to allow.
Yes,
it
it's
to
not
happen.
going to happen this time
without
around.
retaliation. If it happens, we are not
Yes.
going to keep quiet. We're not going to keep quiet.
Yes.
We'll take IEC to court. We'll make sure to take IEC to court. Because last time we just kept quiet because of we thought
processes in the
yeah,
IC will
the
help
process
us.
in
Yes.
IEC will help us.
They feel
But
that.
this time around we have agreed with you, we are going to take IEC to court, making sure that there are free and fair elections.
Yes.
Yeah,
So-
and also to add on that, look,
Yes.
We don't even need to go and retaliate against them. The numbers are speaking for itself. Those people are gone.
So
They are heading to 18%. They are gone.
So far,
even if
like-
there's still other ballots and they do what, the numbers are still going to be with us. So
Yes.
don't stress about it.
So far, I want to ask based on the marketing strategies that most political parties uses, which is to hand free the t-shirts, which is to try by all means to do food campaigns and everything. Is Last Hope trying to lure people by doing that, or will participate in that, or you guys are hoping that you are going to do things differently this time around? Without even revealing what you're going to do, because of there are a lot of copycats today.
Yeah, look. In the space where political parties give food parcels, we are truly against it.
Yes.
Because it doesn't liberate a black child. We're really against it, totally 100% against it. Because once you do that, you become the ANC itself. You start micromanaging people's psychological welfare. Because now they start getting dependent on you to give them food parcels, which means they are beggars. Now you've turned your own people into beggars. So next time when you tell them to vote, they will vote even not using their conscience but using their stomach, which is dangerous to society. Because a person who thinks with his stomach can do anything, can even kill you for 20 rands. Now that's the kind of society that the ANC has created. We are trying to run away from that. Now, to the t-shirts are always going to be there because we need to brand
Yes,
ourselves.
we need to brand ourselves.
That's a given, that's obvious.
Yes.
But those ones of food parcels, money and all of that, you are
But we
creating
also-
a dangerous society when you're doing that.
We're also encouraging our voters and our members to buy t-shirts for themselves.
Yes.
Those, especially those who afford to buy.
Yes,
t-shirts for
yes, yes,
themselves.
yes.
Because the end of the abantu, they will always get things for free. Now it makes our people not to be liberated.
Yes, makes
And-
them to be
But
reluctant.
equally, you must understand ukuthi the economy
Yes.
doesn't allow our people ukuthi bakhona ukuzenzela everything.
Yeah.
Now we are going to try. We are not going to be like ANC.
Yes.
But in our manifesto, I can tell you, is going to make sure that our people vote for based on the things that will be on
Yes.
our manifesto. And now where we are sitting, you stay around here, you can feel it on the ground.
Yes, the
You
ground
can
is
feel it.
shaking.
The ground is shaking, you can see.
Yes.
Although you must use social media to mobilize people, but at some stage you must come on the ground
Physical.
and physical and see and feel ukuthi, how are people responding to ILO. You can't say we've registered now a website. Well, people can join digitally and get membership, digital membership card. But you must go to people and listen to our people with what do they want. You can't sit in the office all the time and write a number, IEC number later to register ngayo. Basically you say you've got a crowd.
Yes,
You
yes.
must come on the ground and listen to people and feel what people are going through. And that
Yes.
will make you, when you are in power, to understand ukuthi,
Yes.
what does our people need. But I can tell you now, we are going to win the election. Victory is certain.
Victory is certain.
Nothing is going to stop us from winning elections.
Maybe to add on the psychology of food parcels,
Yes.
I'm going to give you a very practical example.
Yes.
2026 January 10, the ANC had an event at Northwest. Now, because of they didn't bring KFC this time, the people didn't enter the stadium. The stadium was very empty. You must go watch the clip. The people
Yeah.
didn't get their streetwise 2 and chips. They didn't enter the stadium.
And-
They stayed outside
Say
because the
yes.
mentality is drawn that is trying to tell them a KFC before we enter the bus. Now they didn't have a KFC. They don't attend your events. So you must learn from
They had
those
to
things.
go around the stadium.
You must learn those
They had to
things.
go around the stadium, upon the stadium, and ask for ukudla.
Good.
The whole ANC members.
Hey,
So it's
yeah.
waking up and start thinking of their children and their future, because the way things are going and the way this town is deteriorating, in the next 20 years, if you go and look at towns like Respirate and the other towns in the Western, which were mining towns, it's devastating. But if people of Victor Kanye can wake up, because this is the only hope that they have now, this is the last stop. Other than this, there's going to be nothing. Otherwise, you're going to get dictators who are going to come and rule this town. And once a dictator comes in, you are not going to be able to say even a single word that disagrees with the dictator.
Yes.
So I'm telling people to go out in numbers, especially those young ones, those 18 and
Yes.
above to 35, those youth, to go out there and register. We have seen in the past years in the IEC that the young people are not actually participating in politics. And they don't understand that politics actually determines every aspect of your life. So those people must go out there, register to vote, and they must vote correctly for our last hope. There's no other party that can be their messiah. The only messiah is our last hope, which is going to get them out of this situation that they're facing. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Now, Press, your last words to the community.
Well, the name of our organization speaks for itself.
Yes.
Our last hope.
The only hope. Yes.
This is the only hope. Now, why people are supporting our last hope? Because they know when I was the speaker, I didn't distance myself from this community. I was doing umsebenzi emihle. That is why you see people present. But there's a new tendency manje seko, because people are desperate for power. They want to use man. But our last word to community of Delmas, ukuthi imali ithathe. God, don't sell your consciousness. Because if you sell your consciousness, it means you are not building a future right for yourself and for a future. All of us, we can see ukuthi the past 5 years, we're living in hell. People lost jobs. People were killed. Crime was very high. We were going to deal with the issue of crime. We dealt with the issue of crime, drugs, and you see, these days I hear at Session 2. I was attending a Session 2 funeral, Gibo Deputy President. I saw one young boy, Lapa. He was walking half naked. I asked the Deputy President, what's going on here? No, yeah, President, since you left the office, drugs is the order of the day. These boys are smoking what you call crystal, and I'm told crystal is a very dangerous thing. Maybe you can ask those who are on the other side. They know I'm a drugs with
Yes.
we are not used to drugs. Yes. I never smoked drugs. Yes. I never smoked cigarette. I never smoked even this thing.
Yes.
I can't smoke that thing because I don't like smoking. But to the community of Delmas, our last hope is here. Vote for last hope, and our last hope is going to make sure your lives will never be the same.
The same.
Yeah, your life will never be the same.
The same.
Yeah.
Amandla. So, ladies and gentlemen, a wise man always once said that it is 1,000 times better to have a common sense without education than to have education without common sense. And this is how we wrap out one of the best episodes. It was great having you, President. It was best to have you, the beauty President. It is through such leaders that, like you, we get an opportunity to showcase the talent in Delmas and to also to be given opportunity to thrive